Hello, my name is Santiago, and today I'm going to talk about the book The Turn of the Screw. To be honest, at the first I thought I won't like because the introduction and the first chapter are not very engaging. But after getting through in the initial part and start to read the story of the governess, the plot begins to take shape. These horror and suspense books tell the story of a young governess looking for a good opportunity who ends up in a church of two orphaned children. She is hired by the children's uncle, but from the beginning it was clear that something was not right in that job interview. However, the young woman didn't mean much and accepted the job, and this is where the real story of the book begins. We will see how the young governor's situation can change from a dream to a nightmare. After she accepts the job, I start having some questions that the book don't answer directly. For example, what does that children include for living and why is they so distant from them? There is also the fact that Miss Rose is very formal with her and the children but isn't capable of being an authority figure. Moreover, the children want the young governess heard at the first scenes, as if via charm, and there are several other questions like this. As the story progresses, the governess becomes more comfortable and fond of the house where she works. But this is when the dream starts to change. Gods begin to appear, and mysterious truths about the house are revealed. She somehow knows that no one could know the truth about the house better than Mr. Rose, but when, whenever she tried to get information from her, Mr. Rose would avoid giving more than necessary. Eventually, Mr. Rose was the one who told her who the ghosts were, but I seemed strange how she tried to avoid conversation about them with the young governess. After the governess learned who the ghosts were and why they were there, the situation in the house starts to change. She didn't know whether to leave the job or try to save the children, but what she didn't know was that the children didn't want to be saved. At this point, the history begins to play with your mind, making you think that the children also see the ghost. Not only that, but from then on, the children continue to cling to the government, but she knows that behind their keenness they were hiding something. However, the love she department from them made her believe she had a special connection with the children. After having the chance to face the god, she decides to try to protect the children. By this point in the history, we know more about the relationship between the gods and the house, especially with the children. The governess starts to realize that the children will not attach to her, and even though she tried her best from them, it was enough. At the point, Flora the girl disappeared, but something told the governess that she was with Miss Giselle, the ghost. After an exhaustive search outside the mansion, they found Flora, but something in her had changed. She no longer wanted to be with the governess who realized she had lost her. So they decided to let Flora go with her uncle while she tried to take care of mine. The other child, but she couldn't too much because at one moment they were both in room in their house. But the other was apart to disturb them and thought Smile could see the ghost. He wanted to be able to see him. The situation became chaotic and the governess thought it would be best to hug the boy in that moment of confusion, but after hugging him, she realized she was only holding a lifeless body. This is the end of the story, something sober and full of mystery. This when one tries to tie up loose ends to understand the book better. From my opinion point, the mansion was cursed and both Miss Jessel and Peter, and well as the employer and even the children were already dead. And it was all in my and it was all an illusion to take the young ones lose her lives in these mansions too. Otherwise, how can we explain that the uncle didn't want any contact or that might sometimes behaved like an adult, or why Mr. Roos wants to affect the knowledge there were ghosts in the house? There are many more things that the book leaves open the imagination.